crazy. I had to stop using smartphones. Right. Quick video for you all, because I have a dilemma. Wonder if anyone's going to join. Fingers crossed. you know. Hey, Alex. Welcome. It's weird. Comments come up before it shows any people here. We're just eating some crisps, making a cup of tea, and trying to make a decision. As you can see from the thumbnail, I don't know what to do with Buddy the Yamaha. I really don't. I haven't touched him in like 2 years. That sounds dodgy. I know. The difficulty is having a number of projects. I know lots of people have got lots of projects, but I don't know what to do. Do I sell the bike? Do I keep the bike? Hey, Matt. Thank you for joining. I know there's 3 people here and a thumbs up. I've got a thumbs up. What do I do about the bike? It's got a story about it. It was my best friend's bike. He's no longer with us. And trying to find parts for this bike is not the easiest. And they're not the cheapest either. No, the thumbnail shows a picture of Buddy. I've got a playlist, if anyone's interested in looking at Project Buddy. I basically, when I got the bike off Keith, he sold it to me for the princely sum of £25, and I still have the receipt. I've got a Haynes book for it. I've got a folder with all my receipts and everything I buy for it. But unfortunately, if I do content on Buddy, it doesn't do very well. No one's really that interested. What I did is I got the frame completely stripped, powder coated, had bits of it repaired. This is before I could weld. Hey, Barry. So I've bought, and what I had, the exhaust downpipe remade in stainless steel. I stripped the engine. I think I did. Did I? I can't remember. I rebuilt the carburetor. I bought parts for that carburetor that, needed buying. I need to get the wiring loom repaired. I need to try and find a set of forks. Hey, Mark. The forks are not easy to come by because this bike, the reason they call it a 125DX is because it has a front brake disc. The standard RS125 only had drum brakes front and back. It's a 984, I believe, Skick. I've got my, hang on, let's get the folder, because I think it's got the V5 in it. Ugh. Is this folder covered in dust? It might be. Cool. This thing's heavy. There's a lot in there. Look, all this paperwork. Oh, no, hang on, no. Oh, got the wrong one. This is the Ford Bible. Oh, there's Buddy's folder. Hang on. No, there's not a lot in that one. Oh, come here. There we go. Buddy, RS125DX. So, yeah, there's the receipt. That's the receipt I bought off Keith. Oh. Hey. Simon, I think the best to let Buddy go to a new home, make it easier for you to care for Pinky. Yeah, I know, but I've got like an emotional attachment to this bike. Let's have a look a minute. It's had 9 previous owners. 9. Oh, yeah, it's definitely tax exempt. Let's get this out of there a minute. I've got a brand new registration plate for it. I had one made. I've still got parts of the old documents with it. It is, oh no, it's 1983. I was wrong. I thought it was 84. Yeah, it's 1983. I've never ridden this bike. Why is my camera so rubbish? I hate this bloody thing. Excuse my French. Yeah, so the V5 tells me it's 1983. So it was born on the 28th of the 6th, 1983. Hey, Robert. Thanks for dropping in. I'm okay. I've been doing a bit of gardening today, kind of. Repotting plants and stuff like that, and put some plants in the garden, and then trying to decide what to do with my Yamaha. It needs so much work. It's unbelievable. Yeah, if anyone is interested, please feel free to go and have a look at the playlist and see what I've done to it. I've done quite a bit. I've got loads and loads of receipts. Well, I wouldn't say loads and loads of receipts, but I've got parts here. What are they? Oh, no, I know what that's for. I bought them by mistake and I bought another set. If anyone has ever put brake discs on a bike or an old car, you'll have like a curved shaped plate that goes underneath the bolts and you knock the tabs up. I've got a spare set of them. I thought I'd lost them. Yeah, it's a nice bike, but it needs replacement forks. If anyone can find me some forks for an RS125 DX, and then I've got to try and find a mudguard. The only place you can get these things, the front mudguard, the rear mudguard chrome, you can only get them in India. And the Indian chrome is poor. It's really bad. So once you've imported it, you then have to find somebody else in the UK to redo it, so up to standard, so it doesn't rust in 5 minutes. What else is here? Oh yeah, I've got some. What are they? What is that? Oh, that's a seal. 2 seals. There you go. 2 seals. Can't remember what they're for. Can't remember. It's been that long. What's the date on this? 2019. The last time, hang on, I sawned this bike in 2005. So I've had this bike since at least 2005. As I said yesterday, I'm taking some time out from Boaty's streams. I wasn't there last night. Statutory offload notice. Yeah, I haven't bought any parts for a little while, but a lot of stuff I did buy was on eBay, and a lot of time you don't get stuff sent to you on eBay. And it's annoying. So if I go to a bike shop to buy something, was it the last thing that I bought was a pin dowel? I don't even remember what that is. Yeah, they can be trying to get the fenders and stuff like that. But even the front brake caliper, seriously expensive when you find one. Well, obviously it depends on what your income's like. But it's been sat on my patio for the last couple of years. And yeah, I just feel really bad that it's just sat there doing nothing. And yeah, I'm struggling to get the Cortina sorted out. I don't know when I'm going to get onto Pinky again. Now the Rover's playing up. I've got a mechanic coming out tomorrow to try and help me with that. And I'm hoping and praying, really am, that the flywheel, the crank pulley is the problem. If I put it back together again and it's still making those noises, no idea what it is. And will it be the end of my car? Because it could be. It's a 22-year-old Rover, and it needs a damn good service as well. Expensive bike, no MOT, and it's not restricted. It was bought out to a 175 when Keith owned it. Because when he bought the bike, he bought it from a breaker's yard. And the guy in the breaker's yard said, "Don't ride it, it's got a cracked piston." So Keith has gone, oh, yeah, all right. I think he paid like 250 quid for it, something like that. So he left the breaker's yard and he pushed it about, I think he must have pushed it about 1.5 miles to a place that I know called Mutley Plain. And up North Hill to Mutley Plain is quite steep. So he got there and he got to the point where, oh, sod this, and he fired it up. He got it running and he was told not to. And he rode it to the estate which we lived on at the time. Actually, no, it was before the estate we lived on. No, I'm getting confused. He bought the bike, 250 quid, was told not to ride it. He rode it to Mutley Plain. It conked out. Then he pushed it from Mutley Plain another 2.5 miles, and then he was exhausted. He couldn't keep going. But he managed to get it back to the house where he lived. Only the funny story about it, because he told me about it. He said, oh, I'll come and have a look at it. He was only pushing it with a binding front brake. And he had no idea what he was doing, because he had no idea about bikes. I had my little Yamaha at the time, so I was kind of like used to doing work on it. And after, because he was told about the cracked piston, he had it oversized and fixed, put it all back together again, put it in the bike, still wouldn't start. And one day he's kicking it over, trying to start the thing. And he got so angry, he threw it on the floor, bent the handlebars, and he said to me, do you want to buy it? And I was wrong. It was 20 quid, not 25. So I bought the bike off of him 24th of April, 24th of April, 2005. No, why are you saying April? January, 24th of January, 2005. So I've had the bike 20 years. Yes, Skik, that's correct. So I would take you outside with the phone, but my Wi-Fi extender won't reach that far. I could show you sort of like looking down towards it, but when it was in my garage, sorry to bore everyone, by the way, while it was in my garage where I used to live, every now and again, I'd found that it got broken into, even though I had like chains and stuff like that to hold the door down. But people would like pop the top of the door with a crowbar, climb underneath. And this bike was in bits for most of its existence when I owned it. And there were certain components for this bike that were in boxes. And it was only when I moved here and I started rebuilding it, because I got it powder coated and stuff like that, started buying new O-rings, new bearings, that and stuff like that, which you will see on the playlist. I found that stuff had been stolen. The headlight had been stolen. You've got your flywheel with the windings in it, which is encased. Your generator, should I say. Where you've got your windings and you create that power to give it a spark. That was stolen. And trying to find a replacement is nigh on impossible. So the nearest thing I could find that could work, I'm not saying it will, it could, was the same item, as near as damn it, to the RS125. No, the RXS125. No, RXS 100. I'm forgetting stuff. RXS 100 flywheel is almost identical. It fits, it spins. I don't know if there's any differences between these two components. If they fit and spin and they can create generation for the power, do they create the same for both bikes? I'm guessing they do, because they are from the RS series. So yeah, I'm hoping. Well, then why am I hoping? What? I can't get stuff for this bike. The forks I can't get. And they're really bad. I mean, really bad. yeah, I don't know what to do. I really don't. And I'd love to try and get other people's advice if that's possible. So please feel free to have a look at the playlist. I just, everyone, please, if you can, just let me know your thoughts. The thing I worry about is the fact that it was my best friend's bike, and I'm quite attached to that bike. That's the main reason. And if I could put it in the garage with TC and Pinky, I would, but there's not enough room. There just literally isn't enough room. So, yeah. Anyway, how are you guys doing? If I keep talking about the bike, I might get a bit upset. Food. Georgia is asleep on the bed. Went out into the garden earlier on because I was putting a couple of plants in the garden and repotting things. And she followed me out. And the young lad next door, he's recently got a new cat. She's really, really young. And she's called Dee Dee. Hey, Minnie. And Georgia will not jump over the fence like most cats normally tend to do. They jump over a fence. She won't. So they were like really close to each other on either side of the fence. And then Dee Dee hissed at her. And then Georgia hissed back. Hey, DNR. Had a Yamaha 750cc. Had to push it down the road in first or second gear. Let the clutch out to get it started. Wow. That must have been quite fun. Hey, DNR, just talking about the little Yamaha I've got. I mean, what do I do? Do I try and do more content on it, and try and get some more bits working on it, or should I just sell it as is? One thing that does need to be done is I need to weld up the seat base. Thomas is always hissing at the cats on the back porch. I think when they're hissing, they're just, stating that they're their territory. But yeah, I mean, should I buy some new parts for the bike and make it as good as I can and repair everything as best as I can and then sell it on to make a bit more money? Do some more videos of this classic bike. Yeah, well worth. What's it worth? And could the money go into Pinky and TC? That is a good idea, Alex. That is a very good idea. I don't know what it's worth. That's the problem. I've only ever seen one of these bikes for sale on eBay. And at this, a long time ago, it was, how much was it? I think it was about $3,000, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. But that was a full, complete bike. Fix what you need, then sell it on as a project. Yeah. The other problem as well, and I'm sure everyone's aware of it, is getting TC welded. I think that's just, and that is getting to me. I think TC you're wanting to get back into rather than the bikes. Rob, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I need to get that car done because the idea, really, when I got TC, I had this idea in my head because before I bought TC, I went to the NEC, and when I met Pete and he offered me the car, these ideas immediately came to my head. I was walking around after he'd offered me the bike. Give me 1 minute. I just need to put some milk in my tea. I've got tea here with no milk in it, and I can't drink it just yet. I'll keep talking. So when I was walking around the NEC in 2018, I'm sure it was 2018, and Pete had offered me the car, and the phrase, The Adventures of TC, immediately came to me. And I was thinking, hey, Jason, the idea was to get TC welded. At the time, I had no idea the rear end needed welding. No idea. I had no idea the floor was so bad. I didn't know anything. So the plan was what I could do, because I wanted to take Pinky to the NEC on the bike stand. And the idea was that I'd get a bike trailer, stick it on the back of TC, take them both to the show. That was the plan. Didn't kind of work out, did it? Because as you all know, TC's bum's got holes in it. Have not hit the nail on the head when you said TC. How I remember. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yes, I can weld up the seat base on Buddy. I've still got the foam base that goes on it and the leather. It just needs to be repaired. But I do know that if you try and get an upholsterer to repair something for you, they are not cheap. They really are not cheap. Even if you just need a repair. I think it's vinyl, actually. It's not leather, it's just vinyl. And I've had all sorts of ideas regarding the bikes, about getting stuff done. I wanted to get the seats recovered and have ZZR stitched into the back of the seat in pink to match the bike. So many ideas go through my head about all these projects I've got. I mean, I'd love to get Buddy up and running. I really would. I've never had the bike running in my ownership. Never. And that's quite sad. I've got to be honest. That's quite sad. What I wanted to do originally, when I first started working on it, the idea was to get Buddy fixed up and then give it to his dad, give it to Keith's dad, as like, this was Keith's, it's now yours. But that was kind of like, somebody said to me, why do that? You're putting so much money into it, and at the end of the day, you're giving it away. And is that a bad idea? Because I wouldn't be getting anything out of it, but apart from the pleasure of fixing it. RS100 forks, only if it's got the mounting point for the brake caliper, which it won't. It won't have the mounting point for the brake caliper. That's the problem. So it's the stanchions that need to be replaced, just the stanchions, and they're so skinny. So actually the RS100 forks, the stanchions might be the same. It's very possible. Eating on YouTube. Is that frowned upon? I don't know. But yeah. Oh, I'll be doing a live stream next Thursday. Alex, I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it up to you with the car, the way things are right now. You're poorly. Are you still here, Alex? I hope so. Yeah, I don't know. I should put a poll up, shouldn't I? Would you not sell the Yamaha as a unfinished project? Well, that's basically what it would be, Skek. That's basically what it would be. Yeah, if you're poorly, Alex, I don't want to sort of like intrude. I'd rather pop up when you're not poorly. Let you rest up and get better. Yeah, it's a difficult situation, really. Do I fix it up as best I can, then sell it? Because I've got I can keep all the receipts for everything I buy. But between now, getting all the parts and doing up as best I can, it's sitting on the patio. And yeah, I had it under a tarpaulin. And I don't know if you know how tarpaulins break down. You get plastic everywhere. Tarpaulins are evil. They really are. They're terrible things. Do not buy tarpaulins, people. Cortina's the main asset. Put that money in. Put the money in. Yeah. That's a good idea. But like I said before, it's trying to find somewhere where I can take TC to be welded, because I can't do it here. Get in touch with the Martin Butler. Hang on, stop doing that, you stupid phone. Might know where to get parts. Yeah, canvas tarp would be better. Martin Butler. He's on YouTube, isn't he? I know he had an RXS 100, but I don't even know where he lives. Then you think you've got, if he has got parts, you've got shipping and stuff like that. Am I making excuses? I could be. Oh, how was Arlo doing? He has a Fizzy now. Oh, very cool. Even back in the day, crikey. When I was riding my little 100, Fizzies back then were very expensive for a good one. It's good money. Oh no, is he off on the prowl? Georgia just follows me around the garden. Honestly, she doesn't go anywhere really. She doesn't go off on the hunt, nothing. She just prowls around the garden. And if I stand in the garden somewhere talking to my neighbour, she will stand on my feet. She's a daft little thing. And she'll sit there eating grass and making weird noises at me. He gets fed up with the coughing. Oh no. I hope you didn't get ill from, doing all your DIY at the garages. Or was it the cow poo? I think there's a huntress. She's scared of being outside. Georgia gets very, even these little noises, if I move, she jumps. Oh, stress. Yeah, stress is not good. Yeah, stress can make you very ill. And you don't need that right now. Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah. Yesterday morning, I woke up and she was curled up on my chest, purring like a tank. She's heavy. She's a fat cat. She really is. She likes her food. I bought some new food for her to try, see if she likes it. I don't know what Arlo eats. I do forget. I know you give him some special treats, Alex. But I got these biscuits called Nude. I don't know if it's any good. I really don't. Hey, Ross. I know it's raw fish. I've actually started getting Georgia to eat chicken. It might be cooked, but it's raw. But it's chicken. This has got like all sorts of stuff in it. I don't know why they put veg in cat food. Cats aren't supposed to eat veg. The thing that I hate is when they put chemicals in cat food. Cats don't need chemicals. Yeah, this was like £4.50. There's quite a lot in here. I don't know. I haven't even opened it yet. I'll see if she likes it. Yeah, Georgia won't eat raw chicken. Breeze used to. 2 a.m. Oh, crikey. Ross, you must be tired. Yeah. As you can tell, I'm at a bit of a quandary. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide. I think what I'll do is I'll put a poll up on my channel and see what people say. I'll try and, I don't think everyone will see it, but I've seen Rose's clock. 10 a.m. in the States. Isn't there like a couple of time zones over there, Barry? Oh dear. Yeah, so hey Mike. In a bit of a quandary, trying to decide if I should sell my Yamaha that I haven't touched in ages. Greg! Guys, if you haven't subscribed, go and subscribe to Greg. We need to get his subscribers up. Greg Workshop. He's a brilliant welder. He does a really good job. He makes all sorts of things. Yeah, 5 hours behind Breton. Okay. Mike, I've got a little RS125 Yamaha. It's on the thumbnail. I've got a playlist as well. I fill 4 vehicles. Yes, I do, in my name. Yeah. It didn't seem like such a problem years ago. It really didn't. Yeah, because I think sometimes when you get a project and you think, oh yeah, this will be fine. So at the moment, I've got no working vehicles right now, none, which really sucks. Well, TC running, and it's drivable, but it's not safe. There's no wings, no bonnet. The back end's all exposed. Yeah, and the Rover is up on jacks right now. So, yeah. Oh, it's difficult, guys. It really is. It's really difficult. Maybe for you, Mike. Maybe for you. Sometimes you have to sell things to keep the main things going. Yeah. Yeah, a few people have said that already. 3 o'clock tomorrow, Alex. So fingers crossed the Rover will be back on the road and I can do my volunteering on Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to go and get another Wi-Fi extender because once I've done that, I can actually start filming outside, which would be really good. I've got one Wi-Fi extender here in the kitchen, even though the Wi-Fi router is in the next room. The signal drops out so badly because the walls in this place are so thick. Yeah, the Wi-Fi can't go around corners, unfortunately. If I stand downstairs outside my next door neighbour's house or front door, I can get a signal. But I don't really want to film outside his front door. Not really. So if I've got the signal downstairs, I can work in my shed. Just ordered myself a microphone from a camera. Nice, Alex. I've decided I'm going to replace my DSLR. It's here somewhere. No, it's hanging on a banister. I can get a replacement camera for about 70 quid secondhand. I'm not too sure what brand to go for though, because I've had Sony, and there's a few different brands. And then I need obviously the lens to go with it. I reckon I can get a decent camera and lens for about 100 quid, which isn't too difficult to get, for provided the cars are operable, you know. Yeah, I can save up 100 quid in a month or so, I'd say. So I don't earn a huge amount of money. And yeah, I turned off my monetization on YouTube because I wanted to get back to work properly and then turn it back on. I'm only just about to put my GoPro on eBay. Oh, what model is it, Alex? Yeah, I'd love a DJI. That would be good. I've got a GoPro Hero 4 and the audio's knackered on it now. It doesn't work properly. Yeah. Hero 7. How much do you want for it, Alex? I'll buy it off you. Yeah, I miss driving TC. I really do. But I need a workshop. And at the moment, it's not easy trying to find a workshop. And I can't do it outside the house, not like people used to do back in the old days. There's there's too many people nowadays who will report you for the minutest of things, minutest even. There was a guy left an old cooker from his house on the curb while he went to go and get rid of it, and the guy across the street was moaning and complaining. So if I was welding my car outside, it would cause all sorts of problems, and I wouldn't want to get children, archive, archive's not nice. Seems to be okay, just show me. Who's that? Gimbal. I'd love a gimbal. That'd be so good. Yeah, I'd watch your live, Barry. I watch your usual videos. So yeah, I'd definitely buy that off you, Alex. Feel free to message me if you like on WhatsApp. We'll sort something out. Yeah, I could do with a better camera. That should sound right. Over you to get archive. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, welding on the side of the street is quite frowned upon these days over here. My neighbours would not be happy. Nothing to lose, Ross. And, you can earn something out of it. What was that? I missed that comment. Hang on. Cheers, Minnie. 50 quid. Yeah. All right. I'll buy it off you, Alex. Sold. Shake on it. Actually, I've got an idea. Where is it? Why won't the chat come back? There we go. Click there. Do that. Do that. Alex, I've just thrown a spanner at you. I like doing stuff like that. Oh, okay, thanks. I get paid on Thursday. How do I gift out membership thingies? No, it's not. I can't do that now, can I? No, I can't. Oh yeah, I turned off monetization. You're a spanner. I don't call it spanners in the States. It's funny. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. It's been nice chatting, actually, just trying to get this out of my head and talking to people and getting ideas. But I'm definitely going to do a poll, see what people say. But yeah, feel free to watch the playlist on Buddy. I might do another video at some point doing something on it. It possibly welding the seat base, or I don't know, something. I'll try and think of what to do. It's a bit of a difficult one, so I'm not overly sure. I had to throw away the tarpaulin and the old cover that was on it, because it was an old shower cover, and it was covered in dust, plastic dust from the tarpaulin, microplastics. So whatever you do, don't buy tarpaulins. They're bad. Right. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. How do I end this thing? Where is it? Is it that one? That's the one. See you later.